Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ron the Gamer, and we are back with an ADBA breakdown. We're going to be starting off now with the grand finals of the UPA event, which was between Liquid ProAm and GNA. The Liquid ProAm team basically came from the Xbox side, GNA from the PS5 side. Liquid ProAm had to beat out Freaky in the Xbox finals to pretty much get to their spot, and for the PS5 side, GNA had to beat out Fire6 Gaming to pretty much get to their spot. And this game came down, or this series basically came down to 3 games. Liquid ProAm played phenomenally well the first game. Second game was all GNA, and then the third game was just a complete and utter chaos type of game. It was a game that a lot of people did not know who was going to win, who was the better console. Nobody knew. So I'm glad to get it started. I'm glad to get started on game 1 and start doing recording for game 1, game 2, and then eventually game 3 down the line. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the ADBA breakdown. If you don't know what the ADBA breakdown is, make sure to check out the last 2 videos to pretty much get in tune with it and understand. But pretty much for a little breakdown, this is where I use the X and O's of the game. Obviously, I do not know what the team's called. I don't know what the coach is called for Liquid ProAm nor GNA. But from what I can read off of video, this is me basically breaking down the game, showing you guys what may happen. I mean, what happened, what was the biggest deciding point of the game, what is the biggest parts of each game, and pretty much just showing you guys what went wrong and how it went wrong. So again, this is no criticism to any of the players. This is more just a film session, and that's pretty much it. So let's get it started. All right, so let's get into the game now. And again, Liquid ProAm against GNA to start off things. And because I believe Liquid had their usual lineup with Spam, Johnny, Eyeball Zay, I believe Dietrich or 203, and King Peroxide. And for GNA, they had Versetti, 34750, Merc, and Trust on their side of things. Yep, that was 100% correct. Just using a different name. It's not 347, it's going to be Claude UPA. So use Claude UPA to basically play on the account. Again, I believe this is league builds. No, it's 99. No, they had the same build, it looked like. Yep. Any which way, let's start off with the breakdown. Rockside. And again, we just roll. We let the play roll first. For Liquid, I'm probably gonna give him blue. Good shot right there by Johnny. Liquid, I'm gonna give blue. GNA, I'm gonna give white. Cause I mean, no, I'll give him black. I'll give him black. So blue is for Liquid ProAm, black is for GNA. All right, cool. Takes the screen. This is just instinct. This is like more of an instinct play for Johnny. Like off the screen. Handoff. Dietrich sets the screen. Johnny comes around. Center does play for GNA, which is Trust. Trust does play the pick and roll. 50 is trying to get around, trying to go over the pick and roll. He does get over. So now the switch happens, and Johnny is basically trying to, make his way to the paint, or basically make his way to the mid-range, trying to quick stop and trying to just getting around this area or potentially drive inside. And right here, off of everything, the center basically fades back, thinking that the lock is going to hurry up and tag, but the lock is pretty much far away from Johnny. We got also a rolling Dietrich going down the lane. Merc is there to basically pick up as well, just in case, giving no opportunity really for the roller to cut in. and also playing in between peroxide right here. So Johnny, smart thing that he does, and again, more of an instinct play than anything, he knows that the center fades off. He has a little bit of time to shoot the mid-range, which he's really good at, and he hits the mid-range despite the little contest right there from the lock. And it's 10%, and either which way, he knocks it down, he makes the play. All right, so Zay is on Claude as usual, per usual. Good try. Right there, to be honest with you, good pass. Kind of a lucky pass, because Johnny was all over that. Not gonna lie, Johnny was all over that pass. First of all, great defense right here from Zay. I just want to say that right now. Great defense from Zay. He literally gets into the spot perfectly off this pick and roll. It comes off of it. And then you can see after the screen, Dietrich literally follows Claude. Does a great job to stay in front, like limiting him to a certain distance to make sure his lock gets back, and also get in position enough to basically stop the alley-oop or stop the roller coming in, with a little bit of help, of course, from peroxide in this corner, from the weak side. And pretty much the lock gets back in time to go against 347, which is Zay. Great defense from Spam to follow Versetti off the wrap and stay with him. Now the pressure right here, I like what Zay does. He stays literally around the angle area. He try to play angles, right? So that way when the pass does go to 347 from Versetti, knowing that 347 is wide open, I'm going to call him 347 because that's usually his name. That was his name from the last series. So I'm going to call him 347. When Glizzy makes the pass to 347, Zay is basically playing an angle. He's right here. He's waiting for the ball to basically reach, and he has the wingspan. He has the high wingspan to basically play that pass and get the steal. And he's also able to recover in time. Now, this pass should have been definitely stolen. Like, it's unfortunate that the pass didn't get stolen, but this pass should have definitely been stolen by Johnny. And the pass went to Merck. Either which way, the pass goes straight to Merck. It's a wide open three. It's what you want. Shot goes up. Merck just unfortunately bricks it. But it was a wide open look. Drew crossover's hand there. Good defense. Just a little pinch from Trust. It just happens right there. That was good defense right there. Peroxide gets the ball. Let me see. Great way to stay. But again, Spam probably shot a little bit too early. Or he's thinking he had a possible shot. He kind of shot too early. So I kind of understand why he did the jump pass right there. So the obvious thing right here is 203 trying to get the ball to Johnny. This is just a great blitz, or just great attempt for a steal for Trust. He gets it, forced the ball out. They're on the fast break, and 50 is going to drive all the way and get the finish. It's just great defense. You want to say lucky steal, animation steal, but I just call that just good bump steal right there, just in general. Now, I see Liquid ProAm runs this play a lot, usually. It'll be a screen. And I see, like, when I'm just watching games, because I'm more from the Xbox side, so I do watch the games. Not heavily, but I do watch the games to a point to know, like, this is a play that they run, like, a lot. Like, this is a play that they run a lot. So you can see Spam comes off the screen. 50 is going to get screened. What ends up happening, and most of the time, this is what it looks like to me. It's more like a double screen, right? This is supposed to free up Spam or get Johnny open off the back door, or at the off-ball screen coming off the wrap, right? So the play is designed like this from usually what I know of. The screen, he gets to the middle, Johnny comes and pretty much sets like a little brush screen right here. And then after Johnny sets that brush screen, he comes around, gets the screen from Dietrich, which is right here. And then Spam basically goes to the same spot as Johnny. Now this confused most of the time the defense to where they're trying to pick up on the guy, and Spam takes him by surprise and gets to his spot and shoots the three. This is the same thing that happens here, but instead 347 goes for the steal. As you can see right here, goes for the steal. He tries to get the steal, has Spam is coming along, but what ends up happening is as 50 is trying to chase and try to get him, he's basically bumped off by his teammate. Not only that, Johnny is coming around and the screen is about to happen. So him being late, or 347 being late right here, just by going for the steal, he's going to be very late, and Johnny by time is going to be right here for the shot. What ends up happening though, again, as I said, 50 bumps into pretty much 347, which gives Spam a wide open three right here on the left wing. Now there's 9% cover regardless or not, due to the fact that Versetti drops down and helps out a little bit. Regardless or not, that is a wide open shot. I don't care what you say. Ball, by the time he releases the ball, it's wide open. So. Good pass. Simple pick, simple cherry pick, simple bucket. Sometimes that's all you need. Good defense. He overplayed. He overplayed so bad. That's good defense on GNA. That's deep. That was deep. Oh wow, that's crazy. Hey, I'll be kicking myself from GNA on this possession because you have to secure the board more importantly. But to be honest with you, great defense for the first possession before the offensive rebound. Screen is set right here. Let's change it to blue. Screen is set right here. Spam plays with the screen, if I believe so. Let me see. So did he really? He kind of rejects the screen. Basically rejects the screen. Screen, he's going this way to the left. The screen is basically more to the right. Lock pretty much gets in front and kind of stay attached to Spam. Obviously Spam going for the crab. He's trying to make sure he gets enough space. The center does a great job staying in front and leaving Dietrich out here. Now the wrap is supposed to happen. So now 347 is pretty much chasing Johnny. And there's another backdoor screen coming out right here. He fakes and cuts the other way. Great defense from 347 to catch back up with Johnny after the fake, because Johnny was faking to go this way and he cuts back right here. Now this is the only thing that I seen that was like an error in my part, or pretty much in his part, or trust. The center coming down to play, he overcommits on the screen completely for Johnny, even though it wasn't really even the screen. It was more of a, wasn't really trying to set the screen right there. This is more like a quick slip because nobody really got screen at that point. So again, Dietrich goes straight down. Merck plays phenomenal defense, trying to go for the steal. Versetti is also there trying to go for the steal, or trying to at least impede the path. Everybody does. Now 203, or Dietrich is trying to is possibly thinking about making the pass straight out to Zay. He instead kicks it out to Peroxide, thinking that most likely help is going to arrive. So 50 is probably going to rotate right here. Versetti going to try to get to Spam. Merck is going to take 203, and Truss is going to take the corner right here, which Truss ends up doing. Great defense from GNA. Truss gets on Peroxide, stays on him, Mind you, if you look at the time, it's 1.9 left to go. Great force up for the shot. Now, this is basically a effort from GNA. Merck is right here. He's behind Dietrich. Rossetti's right here. He's trying to get the board. 347 deep right there, trying to get the board. And all three of them could not get the board right there whatsoever. And Dietrich gets another possession for his team. And again, possessions are really big, especially offensive rebounds. Because again, even if you play phenomenal defense and then the offensive rebound happens, it's literally it deflates your confidence on the defensive end. Because especially you did all that work just to get beat by offensive rebound and somebody being left open because of a scramble. Everybody's trying to scramble back to the guy. They overplay, do a mistake, and then a mid-range happens, or a three happens, or a dunk happens, and it just kills the offense. It just kills the confidence of the team. So, just like this, as I said, offensive rebound. Zay try to make a play. Great defense from 50s to jump, just in case if Zay wanted to put the shot up. But what ends up happening, and what caught everybody off guard, is when Rossetti literally is like trying to maybe see if Zay was going to come right here for a possible blitz, a possible steal. Spam cuts all the way out to pretty much the top of the key. By the time anybody notices right away, this is pretty much like a little brush screen about to happen, which does happen. Center cuts in. Rossetti, who's trying to literally go to the paint, go towards Zay and possibly wait for the bump steal, is completely taken off guard. Look at the amount of space that he gives Spam right here off this little brush screen. Spam shoots the three, is wide open, and he hits. And deep threes is a hell of a badge. That's all I gotta say to that. Great steal by Zay. That was a good shot. He just missed it. Great defense from Zay. Alright, but that was just under 3 minutes. That's a foul just to get everybody in position. He didn't want to get behind. Plus, Spam was guarding. No, that wasn't Spam, that was Zay. Zay was guarding. 3-for-7 didn't want to go behind. This was a very aggressive take right here, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, so this is again, I've seen GNA ran this last time against Fire Sticks. And they usually run it. Usually Rossetti cuts underneath to get this pass. Let me see. So he does the same thing. Instead of trying to come and take the ball right here, he's gonna cut underneath and cut off the strong side as the play is going. This is pretty much stay out of bounds play. And pretty much Rossetti drives straight in, gets the layup, gets the bump. Let me see. Yeah, Dietrich does a good job seeing it right away. Like he spots it right away. He's like, I'm right here. I see it. I got you. I got your pickups, man. And that's exactly what happens. Picks it up. Johnny Red runs back to the corner for a bait, pretty much trying to go for the bait steal. And just running back to the corner in general, not to give up any threes. Rossetti said, I'm going to take it. It was a strong, aggressive drive. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a strong, aggressive drive, though, for sure, by Rossetti. Goes to the free throw line, misses one, drains the other one. Great defense from 50 to begin off the possession. Stays with him still. Great defense from Merck off the rotation. GNA rotation is really on point. Now that screen definitely put freaking 347 underneath the dirt right there. Like he just could not get around that screen. It's just great design right there from Liquid ProAm. First thing I want to point off is GNA's defense. 50 Great defense right here. Bumping. Not letting Spam get in front of him whatsoever. He's staying in front of Spam. Not allowing him to do anything. Even off this little screen, right? This little brush slip screen. As D-Trick is about to set. He literally stays. He stay attached. He tries to find a way and stay attached to Spam. He's literally on him, right? And then this where things happen. Now 50 is get caught back by a little walk back, but again center comes to pick him up, plays over the screen and over commits, right? So it's two people pretty much guarding Spam at this point. Merc comes in and helps out against D-Trick, who's cutting down the lane, does a great job to get in front and impede the path of 203, trying to get the steal but also just trying to play in front of him. Now somebody got to pick up on King Peroxide. You already know that Trust is going to do that. He runs back in time. D-Trick is like, you know what? I'm going to reset. Try to find somebody to basically reset. Because he already knows that pass is not going to Peroxide. Trust is right there for a potential steal. Everybody gets back on their guy. Trust pretty much runs back to Peroxide. Merc is now playing defense off this pick and roll. So the screen is set, and again now 347 has to guard out against D-Trick. And again, who I'd rather my lock pretty much get there, but the lock obviously after that play is running back to Spam. And this is one of the disadvantages pretty much not having like a dual lock system and just in general, but this is the meta, so I do understand. I'm not knocking how the teams play. I do understand, like, the weaker, you want the weaker defender on the hash to basically have the speed. He has a 99 steal, or very close to a 95, 99 steal, to the point where he can basically have interceptor, play those passing lanes, and guard against the hash, if anything. But in this case, off the screen, he's pretty much going underneath the screen, as you can see here. And Johnny is going pretty much taking the screen and goes to the right. By time, even though 50 tried to go for the steal, by the time he basically goes for the steal attempt, possibly thinking that the ball is going to go to Spam, he's literally out of position, can't really help on this play. He is worried more about getting back on Spam more than playing Johnny. And you can look at the screen right here. Again, big body screen by 203. His defender, or the defender that's coming off the screen, can barely even get underneath or even get over the screen at this point. Johnny's left wide open, and it's a wide open three, and he hits it with 8% covered. That was a rush shot. Good attempt though, but it was a rush shot. And plus, to be honest with you guys, like throughout the Fire Stick series and throughout the series in general for GNA, I haven't really seen Trust shoot. You know what I'm saying? I never seen him really shoot. He more resets, helps out the hash or the guard, pretty much get set up to play and set the screen. So him shooting right here was kind of uncharacteristic. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it feels rushed. It feels like they rushed the possession. Literally had 18 seconds left to pretty much for that possession. Possibly could have given it out to the point guard, set up the play. Was even, I mean, they was getting rushed in a hurry by Spam and Zay, but that's your normal, typical full court defense. Trust shoots the shot, it was 11% covered. It was a good shot, and if he could make it, I mean, by all the saying, take the shot. But I just didn't really see him take shots in the last Fire Sticks game, nor throughout most of the series. Screen, Johnny possibly had a shot. Oh my goodness. Good take by Peroxide. So to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie. I think Johnny had plenty of opportunity to take that first three. Yeah, he had plenty of opportunity. If he had a quick stop and possibly get to the mid-range or even just set out to the middle, that's possibly a three. That's possibly a three. Right here, if he walked back after this crossover and he got 347 off position right here and gets another opportunity to shoot, if he would have drove in and walked back for a possible three, this could have been either a wide open dunk in the lane, this could have been a pass straight out to Peroxide, this could have been a wide open three, depending on how everybody plays it, right? Try to drive in, try to go against the center and try to get a rim run, get stopped in his tracks. Now I don't know what happened here. Merc basically plays it. I think he does go for the steal attempt, am I right? Yes, he does. He does. Merc definitely goes for the steal attempt. Gets caught off guard. And by the time Trust gets there, Peroxide is already getting the animation straight to the lane. He's going to finish that. Great defense. I mean, great offense right there from Liquid and Peroxide just in general. Former 2K Elite player doing his work, especially in the corner. That's tough if you're Liquid ProAm. This is tough if you're Liquid ProAm. Zay gets caught. He goes underneath, but by time... Does he go underneath or does he go over? Let me see. He goes over. Okay. So obviously, as he goes over, 347 gets a clear lane to the basket. But Johnny comes and tries to make a play from his corner. Dietrich try to follow. And not only that, Peroxide is watching it from the weak side. So look at Johnny basically getting there, trying to make a play, trying to make a block. Pretty much this is an animation to where he literally got dragged into it, and it was supposed to be a posterization animation, and Johnny was actually about to block it, but it was a foul, which is unfortunate. But again, great aggressive drive from 347. He drives in, he gets the foul. Misses the free throw. 50 almost got that bump still. They made it a mission to overcommit. You can tell. They made it a mission. Like the center overcommits on the pick and roll every time. Like they would much rather Dietrich go down the lane and then somebody help out and basically take it apart. So the game plan from what I'm seeing, and it looks like they trying to get Johnny involved early and often. Like it just feels as though they was trying to get that man early and often, right? Because from what I'm seeing about the actions I'm seeing, right? Fake screen, slip off the screen, pretty much pass go out to Johnny off the wrap. And this is to start off the possession, pretty much. He walks up the court. You say, you know what, Johnny, I got you. The slip happens. And now Johnny is going one-on-one against 347, which he does. And again, little crossover, little movement action as he walks back, and he has a wide open three. And it's just that's just pretty much an isolation move in itself. But most of the, again, sliding on 2K sucks, but that's what everybody's gonna try to do to get their wide open shots, man. You gotta pay attention to detail. Again, that's not on 347's fault. Being the weaker defender out of the out of the four people that he's playing with, he has to be put in those situations. It's unfortunate. Can't really do much about it though. All right, so the screen happens here. Zay is on him. He goes right here, trying to make a play, thinking that he's gonna go left, try to follow. Gets the cross off the screen, drives in, has the center basically driving in. So now the only thing he really gotta worry about is D-Trick and Peroxide potentially making a play right here and defending his shot. Peroxide doesn't go on time. He leaves it wide open driving down the lane. Peroxide does try to go for a little animation chase down type of block. And D-Trick basically gets his hand on it. Look how much people is in the paint. Zay is in the paint trying to recover. D-Trick in the paint. Peroxide comes from literally from the corner. Just a animation dunk for 3-4-7 that he just finished down. Johnny got his takeover badge. That's dangerous. And I like what GNA did automatically. They see him with the takeover. They know they having problems. They put Johnny. Again, they put 50 on Johnny just to stop anything. They put the lock on him. And at this point, they're trying to make sure that he uses power. 50 does a great job right here. Hesitation. Great defense from Merc. So this whole possession is basically designed for Johnny to score. He has a playmaking badge. Pretty much can get anywhere, any spot. If he dimes up a teammate, it's most likely going in off his pass. He has a speed boost pretty much. He gets pretty much good animation as far as dribbling goes. He literally can get to any spot he wants at any time and try to shoot, try to drive, try to do anything. So 50 does a great job bumping him. And I like what Johnny does here. He pulls out, right? Resets. Try to attack him one more time instead of just, you know, try to dribble, go left and right, try to see what you can get off speed boost. He said, nah, quick, simple move back, hesitate, and go straight through. And that's exactly what it does. Hesitates, go straight through. Merc comes off the strong side, and this is a great defensive play by Merc. Sees it. The animation doesn't give Johnny any credit. 2K guys doesn't give any credit as far as his animation towards Johnny. Merc gets the block. Down the other lane, 3-4-7 waits. You're gonna reset. Great pass. Rossetti waits right here. Just the pass, waits for a second. Takes his time. See that D-Trick is basically playing the paint, basically playing 50 and the paint at the same time. Trying not to leave. Trust just has a wide open cut straight down the lane, and he's going to finish with no problem. Great decision making right there by Rossetti, but pretty simple pass. Trying to go one-on-one against 50. Zay trying to get around. Good pass. Simple pass. Simple brush screen, simple pass, simple finish. Because at this point, just to try to get the switch, try to go against the hash player, it seems like just try to get him off of him. Because as they coming up, they said, let's just go 5 out, right? You can see it right here. They changed the philosophy. There's more 5 out now. D-Trick is no longer around this area. He's no longer around this area. He's outside in the corner. Spam right here. Zay right here. Peroxide to his left, right? So there's more of a 5 out now. They're trying to make Johnny work and try to create over against this lock. Now, little setup right here. Zay cuts out the way, goes straight into the middle. Just give Johnny the whole left side to pretty much work with, right? So what ends up happening is a little brush screen. Zay takes the brush screen. They kind of try, he's going to go right here for the pop. They kind of try to force the switch to Rossetti. And Rossetti is going to take on against Johnny. And obviously Rossetti doesn't have better defense than 50. Just great ball denial, or great screen denial right here from Rossetti and 50. Basically playing out. But what ends up happening here is a miscommunication between 50 and Rossetti. So has that bump happen right here for the brush screen. You can see right here pretty much that Rossetti goes for the steal, right? As he goes for the steal, 50 goes to the steal, gets a little bump, and this gets Zay to his spot. So now, as I said, miscommunication right here. 50 goes. Rossetti is trying to run to Zay, but also they don't know who is going to pick up. So 50 is probably thinking, okay, I gotta run right here, accept the switch, and guard Zay. And Rossetti is probably anyway, I was saying before I got cut off. Pretty much, so now the miscommunication is whether 50 goes on Zay, Rossetti goes on Johnny Red for the switch. What ends up happening is that 50 stays on, Rossetti instead stays and thinking that he's gonna guard Johnny, and instead of basically following Zay right here, he stays, gives a wide open pass and dish to Zay, who's wide open. By the time Rossetti notices, it's a wide open shot, and it's a green. And again, Johnny with that playmaking badge, anybody that he pretty much hits, they get a boost in their shots. So great pass, great defense from Liquid. Pick and roll. Zay gets caught in the pick and roll by Trust. He goes around the pick and roll, and obviously Claude or 347 drives and just waits for a second, try to see if the center overcommits, overplays, try to see what's going on from that left side. They pick on that left side for more importantly reasons of Johnny, because Johnny is not the bigger defender. He can't really guard out there, if anything, to defend against that pick and roll game. So what ends up happening, there's a switch. Notice that Dietrich basically picks up on 347. Now Zay guards out against the center, which you want. This is pretty much what you want out of this play, especially if you're Liquid, because the point guard pretty much gave up on attacking the center. Switch happens. Zay jumps just to make sure it's no shot right here between Trust. Dietrich instead goes back into the play and basically guards the center. Spam helps out for a little bit to bump off 347, make sure that he doesn't have any room. Watches him for a second, has Zay basically jumps, trying to give him a little bit more time to play any wrap that's about to happen. I'm pretty sure Rossetti is all the way out here, so Spam is keeping an eye on Rossetti as they're doing this play. And again, Trust goes up with the shot instead of just waiting it out, trying to reset. He goes up. Dietrich is already here for the play. He's gonna block it. Peroxide with the board. Gonna be out of bounds. (16-10). Liquid getting their offense more from Johnny at this point. So Johnny, main reason why they pretty much up in this first quarter. 6 seconds. Great move. Just simple isolation. They letting Johnny work. Simple 5-out, simple isolation. They just letting this man work. There's no need for anything X and O's. This is just a go get your bucket type of moment. And that's exactly what he does right there. Unfortunate that 50 couldn't get the steal, but that's a steal. That's a shot. He bricked it. Yep. Alright, started the second quarter. This man tried to go for the blitz. Definitely try to go for the blitz. This is swarming defense right now from Liquid. Zay tried to go for the blitz. Great shot right there from 3 for 7. That was this play was more of an instinct play. Again, like when you feel you know you have a shot, you know you have a shot, you're just gonna take it, and you feel that the center is just playing drop coverage. That's how you just know. So 3 for 7 takes the first screen. Center stays instead of slipping. Takes another screen. This completely, I believe, takes D-Trick off guard. He stays in the vicinity, right? Pretty much bluffing to basically play the pick and roll, but instead, because obviously you can see Zay is playing, he goes over the screen, so he's able to catch back up, but just need the center to occupy a little bit of time so he can get back into the play. What ends up happening is D-Trick plays a little bit of a fake, I'm going at you, but I'm actually dropped against the center to take off against the center. 3 for 7 is now left open for a little bit of time to take the shot, and Zay is basically trying to get back in time. By the time Zay gets back, it's already too late. D-Trick kind of stays, but kind of doesn't commit. More of like a show and go type of thing. He doesn't jump at it. 3 4 7 shoots the 3, he hits it. Again, as I said, Claude or 3 for 7 mostly used that play off of instinct. Basically made that play off of instinct. He thought that the center wasn't really going to do anything, which pretty much was the case, and he hits the 3. So right out the gate, just throws the alley. So Spam goes right, sees that D-Trust overcommit. I mean, or pretty much Trust overcommits. I don't know which one. Like, I'm pretty sure the whole game plan was to make sure Spam doesn't shoot off these screens, even as a center. Just fully commit. Merc comes in and basically, you know, cleans up anything. But I like how they set up the strong side on the left side and have Versetti be the guy that basically tries to be here. And even if that's the case, right? Even if Merc still has to go, Trust has to now commit and go straight out to Zay in the corner to make a play. Merc doesn't go, and I'm pretty sure this was the game plan, right? Trap him immediately. Just trap Spam immediately. Merc cuts right here. By the time the ball goes out to the center, or by the time Merc makes a tries to make a play, Trust will be here to basically, you know, jump, play triangle, simple triangle, right? Yeah, simple triangle defense in a way. Even though it's a little crooked triangle. I'm not gonna lie. Look, 1, 2, and pretty much be right here, right? Pretty much like a little isosceles triangle, whatever, right? So the alley-oop goes. Merc doesn't go, right? Merc does not go whatsoever. He just waits. He wasn't sure what was gonna happen. The alley-oop just throwing up. D-Trick makes the catch and finishes it down for the play. Quick slip, nothing to see. Quick slip. And again, I'm like, for most of these plays, as I said, like if it's like the more simple play, you know what happens. It's, as I said, nothing to really go over. This is like literally quick slip. The only thing that is going to be a problem off this little quick slip, more of a like a little brush quick slip, is just that D-Trick overcommits. Peroxide doesn't really step up because he didn't see that it was a quick slip screen. He wasn't expecting it. Pass goes out, and that's a dunk. Foul just to make sure. That could have been alley. Potentially. Bad take right there from Spam. But another. That's just an offensive rebound. I hate when they do this during the game. Let's go back to that first play before this whole transition expired. This is the only thing I hate about the WR stream. Like, literally, when they do the listening, just do the listening, do full screen next time. Please do that. That's the only thing I didn't like about that. So, Spam drives, gets a little brush screen. For some odd reason, Truss, overcommits. But again, he's literally at the area to play against the screen. So he kind of overcommits, but also gets caught up in the screen as well. So he pretty much already got a double team already set. Trick is just gonna basically set the screen and stay, right? Spam makes a bad decision, even though he has a little bit of a lane here. It's a little crowded lane. It's like not too much you can do. The only thing you can really do is more phase out to the right at this point, or try to attack and see if you can get straight inside. Spam gets met up by Merc, and at this point, once I'm seeing Merc, and again, triangle defense, center pretty much helps out. Center is not really supposed to stay, and now at this point, 50 is supposed to help out on the corner. What ends up happening, Merc basically takes Spam, and he does a great job defending and cutting off the lane, which he's supposed to do. It has the weak side defender regardless of what happens. If the person that's driving is near you, and obviously you don't want to give up the wide open three, you don't want to make it obvious, but you just got to impede the path at that point, especially if you're the weak side defender, and your lock gotta make a way to that corner to basically play that guy that is most likely going to get that pass and try to jump. So great defense right here from Merc. Basically takes Spam, plays great defense, but again, offensive rebound, which is going to kill people. Spam is left wide open for a midi. He bricks the midi, which is unfortunate. Great defense from Johnny to play the pass. The pass go out to him, he plays it. Zay gets the steal. They're gonna foul just to make sure. That's great defense from Johnny. Look at my boy Roy holding that laptop. That was beautiful. Beautiful execution of basketball right there. As far as the pass goes from Spam. He knew Merc was gonna help. He knew Merc was gonna help. And he's been helping most of the game so far. He just knew it was gonna happen. The screen set, Spam comes off. Let's see. Yeah, screen set. Instead of going, it looks like right here that 50 goes over the screen, expecting that Spam was gonna go right. Instead, he cuts back left and try to get a shot. So now this forces automatically the center to pick up. This is no doubt, hey, the center, I gotta pick up, right? And this is all accounts for Dietrich to cut in, and this accounts for the lock trying to basically trail and try to make the play, or try to get over and double team. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna double team, which ends up happening. Truss tries to get back on the play. He's obviously trailing. This is a wide open pass. All right, now Merc is definitely gonna try to cut off the pick and roll, by helping out, being the weak side, being the strong side defender now. He helps out, but Spam notices right away, okay, Merc has been helping out all game, or for most of the game. I'm dotting up the corner. And that's exactly what happens. Peroxide left wide open for the 3, and he hits it. Great play design, great setup. And Spam basically, if you really think about it, Spam made that play. Because if he didn't fake like he was going one direction, goes the other direction, and force the center to pretty much bite down and have to help out for that little moment, that pass probably going to be stolen by Merc. But since that happened, since Dietrich flew open, that play was made. And it's a great pass and a great shot right there from Peroxide. Try to get separation. You can tell. He tried. Russo tried to get separation right here. Zay goes over, which he does. This is gonna be 3 right here from 347. It was pretty much open, just couldn't hit it. It's unfortunate. This is a great pass right here. It's like a little touch alley-oop pass from Zay. Like he knew, like, hey, I got that. (15-25). Liquid ProAm basically starting to run away with things, playing great defense. That's unfortunate. Great play though. Great play. Versetti brings up the ball. That little crossover as he's bringing up the ball, it has Spam and Zay is trying to go over and trying to make a play. This little crossover pretty much was the whole reason that this play happened. You can see Trust is cutting. By time of everything, since Peroxide is kind of stuck on whether to guard it or not, he's thinking that Dietrich can guard it, but once this animation puts him on freeze mode, right? Dietrich can pretty much can't really like get back in time because he's frozen. Then the drive happens, and this is the obvious move: is to either kick, to your center, pull out and reset. If the center steps up, right? Center steps up. Versetti is already in that little tender mid-range area. So if Zay doesn't play it in time or pretty much gets there, and he's playing from an angle, pretty much trying to make sure that Versetti doesn't get a shot. Spam is also just waiting for the steal, possibly coming back to 3-7. Center steps up, and now this leaves a wide open pass to his center that's underneath the lane. He goes up for the dunk, and good animation right there. Blessed by 2K to underneath for Trust. Because when I get those type of animations, literally, there's no helping me. Oh, okay. We're gonna skip that part of the video. 17-27. Yeah, at least you guys get to see my face. This is what happens when you do not record correctly. That's a shot. Steal. Wide open for shot for Versetti. Liquid ProAm, man. That was a lucky shot right there too. Peroxide. That was a good pull. That That was a good pull. Alright, let me see. Alright, let me get to a spot that's more comfortable before the camera thing. Alright, so right here. 115. We're gonna skip a little bit. Peroxide hit like a mid-range right there, so we're gonna skip a little bit. 7 seconds to go. Crossover. Good move by Johnny. He's gonna miss it. Big boy rebound right there from Peroxide. Big boy rebound. He gets there, makes a play. 50 right here makes a phenomenal play. Running back out. He knows the pass is about to happen. Should have been a little bit more patient from Peroxide, but again, I understand the pressure. Trying to get the ball out of his hands before it gets stolen. 50 makes a great play, great heads-up play, great pass, great dunk right there by 50. That's momentum shift right there too. Off of the defensive play by 50. Two for one opportunity right here for Liquid. And this is just... There's going to be a lot of edits for this video, I already can tell. Screen. Screen is set. Believe he goes... No, he plays in the middle. So what ends up happening here, again, since I was a little bit off track, do apologize for that, guys. Screen, set, goes pretty much in the middle, plays the middle, so he wasn't going over. He does, I mean, pretty much goes over, but kind of plays in the middle right here, trying to see what Spam is going to do. Spam drives straight through, thinking that he has a lane, right? Gets cuts off by Trust. Since Versetti is the weak side defender, what's going on with my thing? Since Versetti is the weak side defender, Trust is right here to basically play it. Trust gets in front of him in time before any animation happens. 50 literally is behind him as well. He's going to basically get the block. Trust puts his hand up, gets the block. Great defense right there from GNA. Crazy they didn't foul right there. Great move right there from 347. Zay had to pick up on the other lot. That's tough. So the screen is set. I don't know what happened right here. Dietrich should have definitely got here. Or Peroxide should have cut it off. I don't know what happened. Peroxide decides to go back. Alright, so Peroxide just decides to go back. He's not showing going, he just goes back. Dietrich doesn't really get in front of 347. 347 just drives straight in and gets the bucket. He just sped past Dietrich, and that's pretty much it. 50 got his takeover badge after that play. Defensive stopping that. Really good. They're keeping the ball. They kept the ball away from him. It was keeping the ball away from 50 at that point. It was like, okay, we just go to what works best, and that's Johnny. Exactly what happened. Screen. Johnny takes the screen, goes to the middle, sees the switch, or sees the commitment by the center off the switch. Trust is on him. 347 gets around the screen, going over. Has to pretty much get back into the play. Is Trust to guard against the roller. Merc is the weak side defender, so Versetti is just going to stay to where he basically is known at. 347 tries to get back onto the play, but Johnny already crabs him. He's already in front of him. He crabs him just to get that mid-range, which he does. Pulls it and he greens it. Johnny's offense throughout this game, especially through the first half, has been incredible. Screen. Yep. Pretty much comes off the screen. Zay. Let me see. Zay gets beat by a move right here. So a little hesitation, gets beat off the screen. And now this forces a switch. This automatically forces a switch between him and the center. Because Zay can't get back in this play at this point. He's already beaten. So he has to take on the center. Exactly what happens. Trick stays or tries to play it. A little quick stop right here from 347. Trick overplays it. Basically runs off the spot or runs basically to the side instead of just stopping the Claude or 347, which is really hard to do again. So I can't blame Trick of at least trying to make an effort on the play. He jumps, but the jump doesn't really help him out in that case, and 347 hits the 3, no problem. Oh no, that, ooh, this is tough. So Spam gets the ball to, mind you, by the time he gets the ball, it is 3.5, technically 3.6, but 3.5, we're just gonna say 3.5, right? 3.5, 31 to 23, right? Simple play right here for Johnny. You know the ball is either going to Johnny or it's going to Zay at this point, because look at where they're angled at, right? They can all come get the ball either which way. Johnny gets it, and Rossetti basically overplays the spot. So it looks like Rossetti, right, goes to a little bit closer to the wing area, thinking that Johnny was actually going to set up there. Johnny cuts back. By the time Rossetti tries to make a play, and not only that too, the pass was so perfect from Spam. And I don't think he pretty much did this on purpose or anything. I think this is more of like an incidental, like, hey, we just got to get a shot up type of feel. Even with Lockbats too on 50, he takes the shot, got 50 crab behind him, and then Rossetti, as I said, overplays the spot that he assumed Johnny was going to play at. This leaves Johnny wide open off of the pass. Shoots the 3, 16% cover, slightly late, and hits it. Look at the score total for Johnny. That man has 19 points of 8 of 10 shooting, 8 of 4. That man is the whole reason for this for this first half, and why they are winning in this game 1. The main reason, off his offense alone. And GNA just having fits. Rossetti, 347 usually had to guard him. He's pretty much the only reason why they're getting buckets at this point. Just a simple crab into a shot, and bad jump right here from Spam. This is a bad jump. He tried it. I understand for the reason of the jump, but to be honest with you, there's no reason to jump. He wasn't taking the shot, and if he was taking the shot, and pretty much was going to pull up for the shot at any formal way, that would have been a bad shot either which way. Yeah, teammates basically surrounding Rossetti, knowing the situation already. So pass goes right here. 307 kicks it out to Rossetti. Spam is trailing on the play. Quick pass back because of the pressure. Rossetti is open as far as the crab goes, but you can see the surrounding teammates. You got Zay, you got Dietrich, and you got Spam pretty much all in the area of Rossetti. If Rossetti takes the shot, this is going to be a brick. Yes, it's going to be offensive rebound, but it's still a brick. And Spam fouls right here, and that was on the 3-point line. Can't be doing that. Can't foul the 3-point shooter whatsoever. You just got to trust in your defense, or give up the play, or at least foul, if anything. But not foul in that way, just foul. $50 still got his takeover badge. Johnny work. Letting Johnny work. That was a good move by Johnny. They just let Johnny work right here. Screen. That was actually not a bad move. I think he takes the screen. Yes, he does. I believe this is 3-4-7. No, this is Versetti. So Versetti is playing it. He goes over, try to go over the screen, which he does. Center helps out, making sure that he stays in front of Johnny. Gets the crab on Versetti as he's trying to play it. Johnny drives in or fakes the drives, trying to back up, and then basically drives in and try to give himself a wide open layup. Again, great reaction time. More importantly on Trust, because if Trust doesn't jump right here or doesn't jump on time, this is a made bucket for Johnny. And that's exactly what happened. Merck gets the rebound. They push it. And that's a foul just to stop the break. GNA down by 10. Alright, so they reset the possession. They try to go for this action once again, from what I see from Versetti. So this is mostly the out of bounds play. You can tell this is the out of bounds play immediately. Like probably trying to see if they'll catch him sleeping twice again. With this little out of bounds play, it goes, instead of Versetti now going underneath, he switches it up. Instead of going underneath, he goes over and basically try to go for the oop. And Johnny sees it and sniffs it out immediately. He sniffs it out immediately. He basically plays it right there. He gets to the spot, helps out, and Spam is back there. So, as his actions going, Zay is basically playing off against the screen. And Zay is going to come off the screen. Or pretty much try to go over the screen, I believe. Yes, he does. Dietrich doesn't really play up on the screen. He basically tries to see if Zay can get around and at least play it. He cannot. It's a wide open three right here from 3-4-7. And he bricks the shot and it's wide open. It's a good shot. It's slightly late, 5% covered. Regardless or not, that's still a good shot. Johnny waits, good. Drive, good kick. Fast break. Nobody decides to foul here. Because I believe everybody assumed that they got to their spots quickly enough to basically stop whatever. Johnny gets the ball and turns the other way immediately. Like as soon as he makes the catch, he's driving, right? And just trying to make a play, just trying to get to the middle of the court. Because again, the dangerous part of somebody driving is when they drive to the middle. This forces a lot of rotate. This basically forces rotation, especially on a fast break like this. Because I would consider this a fast break because they're running on the break right now at this point. And he basically separates himself from 50. 50 doesn't know what happened. He's pretty much right here trying to trail on the play. So now you pretty much got a option of situations right here. Now Johnny can either now, after 50 is basically being left, is Johnny can drive, right? Possibly go up for the dunk against Trust. Try to meet him at the rim, right? Johnny can see Dietrich cutting down, manipulate, and think that the center is going to basically play against him, wait for Dietrich to either stop and pop for a three, or basically cut down and wait for him to basically make a play. He can continue to drive and force now the decision of 3-4-7 to make a decision on whether, and this depends obviously if Dietrich stays or if Zay pretty much stays right here. This forces a decision for 3-4-7 to either play either which or at this point as he's driving in. And pretty much out of those three options, You can see Johnny drives. 347 pretty much is trying to play in between, but plays a little bit too much towards the center, which leaves a wide open Zay open right here for the shot, which he does, and that's a green. Now down by 13 is GNA. Great defense from Zay. Bad defense from Trick. Because at this point, what can you do? You know, like, pressure. Zay does a good job bumping on 347, staying with him. And at this point, yeah, 347 is crabbing. At this point, I understand. At this point, what can you do, right? It's either you have trust in Zay to foul, or you have trust in your rotations. Trick steps down, makes the right play, but also gives up a wide open slip screen. Peroxide or 347, I mean not 347, Peroxide or Johnny has to help at this point. And it's a wide open pass. At this point, you give up the two. I understand why D-Trick did it. Maybe I didn't really understanding of why he dropped so early, but as I'm seeing it now, I understand why. He comes down to basically prevent the three and just gives a wide open lane. Might as well take a 2 out of a 3, and that's exactly what they did. Trust gets a wide open layup, and that's the finish. It was great defense until pretty much he got crabbed. Spam has been off this game, and you don't really notice it because how good the team is playing. Spam is off this game. This is a simple pass, simple blitz, or the lock is trying to get to his spot or try to get to Spam. And by the time Spam shoots this 3 and it's wide open and slightly late, he bricks it. Spam was just off this game. Johnny came to play. Johnny came to play, man. Look at this play. This effort. This is just effort. Knows that the play was a dud. Gets back in time. Runs out to Versetti. Leaves it all out on the line. Gets the chase down block. And it goes out of bounds. That was just effort. Johnny came to play right there, man. That should have been still for Zay. Screen. Oh, he should have went up, but it's still a good pass though. Possibly could have went up right there, because he would have got animation regardless. Yeah, he would have got animation. Could have went up. Probably didn't think that was a good opportunity regardless. And I understand. All right, so double screen set right here. Comes around. Resets. Fakes like he was slipping in. Just trying to get another screen. 347 gets another screen. He basically comes around and then drops through for the drive. This forces the switch. Now D-Trick is on him. Now I don't know what happened with Peroxide to where Merc gets a wide open shot. But Zay gets back on Trust. Peroxide is literally in the area of the weak side, pretty much. He's more of the weak side, strong side. At any point right now, this is a 5-out, right? So I think what ends up happening here is Peroxide is playing in between at this point. And again, 347 could have went up with this, possibly scored out this, because the way D-Trick is basically trying to front him to stop the play from happening, he basically runs off and slides all the way to the left, so he can't really get the block. Peroxide was just left flat-footed off the jump pass, or after the pretty much fake dunk attempt and jump pass straight to Merc. You can see he just left flat-footed. Merc is left wide open for the three. He hits it. That was just more of 2K, pretty much off the jump pass, off the bailout pass, and Peroxide just being flat-footed, not really being there. I think that is, if I'm not mistaken, this is Spam like first bucket of the second half, and a long time bucket since like the second quarter. I don't think he scored in the second quarter. Because off the screen, is set, goes around it, and this is a crucial error for 50. He goes for the steal instead of just keeping his hand down and trying to follow. Spam goes around, comes right here and basically drives straight in. You notice that nobody's there to pretty much stop him. Merc was thinking about helping out, but also doesn't want to show him go all the time, because remember the last play that happened, Merc drove in and he left Peroxide wide open for the three. Instead now he shows and goes, making sure he doesn't drop off the corner. This gives Spam, and Spam kind of knew it right away once Merc backed up. I'm going up for this dunk, which he did, and he gets the finish. Spam guarding 3 for 7. I don't know about that shot, Merc. Great pass back. Great pass back. 50 passing in the corner is underrated. Hey, this team, 50 passing in that corner, a little bit underrated. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a smart play. Spam pressuring 3-4-7. Zay basically is coming on to help out. So pretty much with Zay helping out and Spam trying to get in the play, he's pretty much half court. Versetti is right there. This forces the pickup on Peroxide. So Peroxide has to stay in the middle. He has to guard either or Merc or Versetti, right? Since these two are pretty much occupied, Zay and Spam. And you already got D-Trick basically waiting for the cut off the little slip screen, or after a little cut, just going down the paint just to force pressure. Versetti thinking about shooting. Possibly could have went with a fake pass. Possibly made a jump pass, which he does. Fake passes or jump passes to Merc. Gets it out. Peroxide is on him. If I'm Merc, I'm taking this three immediately. I don't care if it looks like Peroxide is going to try to jump at it and possibly get a contest, because at this point Peroxide is caught in animation and you can't really get there on time. So what ends up happening, Merc, instead of just catching shooting right away, he moves up just a little tad bit, which gives Peroxide enough space to make a contest. 59% contest, shoots and bricks. Trust gets the offensive board. And look at this pass back. He kind of knew that Johnny Redditt was on him, right? So after this offensive rebound, D-Trick swarms to the corner. He literally runs out to the corner, right? And 50 sees that, so automatically has the pass go out to 50. He knows, okay, Johnny is going to basically either try to get back on this play, either going to try to get back, or he's going to try to play trust. And at that point, once he sees D-Trick running straight out to 50, and again, Johnny, as I said, runs out there to try and pick up on 50. He sees D-Trick right there. By the time Johnny is trying to make a decision on trust, drives straight in or cuts straight in. And again, knowing that he has a mismatch, goes straight up with it and goes up for the dunk and the finish. Great play, great finish right there from GNA. Good pass. Try to catch the corner sleeping right there with that pass today. This is good defense from GNA. Beautiful defense with Peroxide. And that's a green. That's tough. Again, nothing kills you more than an offensive rebound after a really good defensive possession. Because this is when the play should have been completely done in general. 50 overcommits right here, making sure that they trap Spam. Spam is not really doing much. Ball after this trap, which they do. They force the ball to D-trick, but the thing is, the pass, the way that animation of that pass happens, this gives enough time for Trust to basically make it from right here to get to his spot, which he does. And he is in front of 203. So now the reset happens, and they're trying to get the ball out to either Spam or Johnny at this point, whether it be a wrap or whether it be a handoff, either which or, they have options. D-Trick waits, he takes his time and tries to catch 347, caught slipping by not, basically making a play or anything. He's thinking that 347, most likely, is going to drop down off of this wrap that's coming for Spam, right? Because Spam is going to either cut this way and basically get the wrap. So, thinking that the wrap is going to happen, he gives it out to the corner. Zay gets it, resets with Johnny. 6 seconds to go. Ball movement goes right here. D-Trick waits, tries to drive in and make a play. Great defense from Merc. I'm noticing that Peroxide is literally dropping into the paint, jumps, and now puts all his trust in Trust and Versetti to basically make a play for the rebound. With also 347 trying to jump into the paint. Rebound by Peroxide. Overplay has 347 try to go for the board. See, he actually tries to go inside and make a play out of the whole situation. Peroxide gets the board. Mid-range right there from Zay. He puts it through. Tough possession if you're GNA. Screen. Cut him off guard. Oh, this is just a bad game for 347. This is just a bad game for 347, just in general. Zay goes over the screen. Screen is set. 307 takes the screen and goes to the left side. Zay was thinking maybe he goes a little bit to the right. He basically plays the middle. Try to get over there to 347. 347 catches him with a little hesitation move. Fakes like he's going one way. Right? Fakes like he's going one way. Waits for Zay to make a decision. Jay jumps straight up. And instead of basically shooting the shot right here, he waits and go back to the same spot that he was. Which is going to be a wide open shot. 21% covered. Again, due to the jump. Right here by Spam. But still, this is a make-a-move shot from 347, which he missed. Rebound set. Zay gets the board. Stripped right there. Great defense from 50. You're going to reset. All right, cool. Let me try to reset again. Great defense from Zay. Good ball movement into a shot right there from GNA, but this whole possession, that's pretty much not the shot that you kind of didn't want. You want something more wide open. So I kind of get why, and plus the time was running down. Zay right here throughout this whole possession deserves credit. He played phenomenal defense on 347. Right here, instead of taking the screen, Zay deflects the screen, so he automatically bodies up on 347 and stay attached to him. So now the screen is actually set, right? Diva or Trust pretty much sets the screen. 347 comes around, I believe. No, he makes the pass. And now Versetti has the ball. He kicks it out because he sees that, maybe Peroxide off the slip. Because this was a slip screen. Maybe has it come off the slip. And obviously Dietrich playing a little bit too much to guard against it. He was thinking that Peroxide was going to leave the corner. What ends up happening, Peroxide waits. Try to see if the pass is actually going to go inside. And Merck gets the shot. And it's 9% contested, so it's a makeable shot from Merck, but he missed it. Foul to stop the break. (31 to 31). Spam. Great move by Spam. Great move by Spam. That was all Spam. That slip didn't even matter. That slip didn't even matter. Screen, a little slip screen. So instead of going for the screen, he slips. Spam goes this direction off the little slip screen. The center is gonna drop down and play it. But look what Spam does right here. Goes behind his back, completely catching him off guard. Merck is the only option to pretty much save this play. As I said, Merck is the only option to save this play at this point. Alright, I am back. How everybody doing? Alright, so we was just discussing over pretty much Liquid's game plan going into the third quarter. There's 1:23 left to go. Yo, this is a great defensive play right here from Zay. Alright, so bringing up the ball. Zay still on 347. That's the game plan. Pass goes out to 3-4. No, this is not 347. Yeah, this is 347. You're going to give it out to Versetti. Versetti kicks it out to 50. Alright, so Zay reacts, basically going against 347. Spam pretty much is trying to find Hash. He does find him as soon as the pass goes right here. Thankfully, with the help of Johnny. I believe Spam was trying to blitz and was preparing to blitz against 347. He finds the Hash. He's gonna go and rotate right here. Johnny comes down and was basically playing in between, playing the angle. He tried to go for the steal, can't get it. Johnny now has to rush back, hurry up, and get to the spot against 50. It seems as though that Dietrich, or 203, decides to jump just to make sure Versetti doesn't shoot and there was any wide open shots going on for him. This leaves also the center open, which Peroxide has to cover up. So now 50 gets the ball. He tries to kick it out to 347. This is the pass that literally gets anticipated. Great angle, great defense right here from Zay. Literally plays the angle and not just where the pass is going to be or play near to the guy. Plays the angle, gets the steal, uses his wingspan, and causes the fast break. And he pulls up for the three and is going to get fouled. That was a great stop right there from the fake pass point of view. Because look, fake pass, know for sure he was gonna get that three. It was either it was gonna be a wide open three nonetheless. And then this foul by Merck kinda hits him on the wrist. Missed the shot, but still great defensive possession from Zay. Second one. He missed the third one. Wow. The ball is mostly going to Versetti's hands now. It seems as though. That's great defense from Johnny. And that's a run out, and that's a dunk. That's beautiful. It's like Liquid. Liquid just, again, just feels as though they had to feel that they taken over this first game. They just had to feel. So after this play, because I'm not even going to go after the play that happened off the rotation, then the pass straight out to the corner. All right, let me see. Screen the set. Through 7 or Claude takes the screen, drives, basically forcing the switch. The switch happens. Let me make sure I get this correctly. Switch happens. 3-4-7's on him. And now they're thinking about throwing the oop right here. You see Trust drives into lane. Now this paint is pretty much crowded. I'm not giving this pass off. I'm trying to see if I can hit that left corner at this point. But then again, real-time game action. I do understand the decision. It looks open. You're probably going to try to see if it is open, or at least wait it out and see what it is. You know what I'm trying to say? So pass go out to the corner to, or possibly could have went out to the corner to 50. Instead, the alley-oop goes. And again, the way things were looking, Johnny overcommits. Peroxide pretty much is there to seal off any type of pass that's inside. He can pretty much get a contest if he was trying to go up for a quick dunk opportunity. The alley lob goes there. That is going to be stolen by Johnny, just like that, and a finish right there from Dietrich. And they are hype. Down by 15. This is the most I've seen. Well, then again, Fire Sticks did a great job as far as the offense end. What a block. What a block. This is just trust on Peroxide mostly, because nobody really gets to his corner. This is literally just, I got both, pretty much I got your back. Zay gets caught up on the screen, and it's a high screen too, so it's really hard to get over. Dietrich basically has to follow and switch, which he does, and he runs out, and he basically gets beat right here. But great thing about, as I said, with the center, that sometimes it will happen is where 3-4-7, or say if the point guard drives in and try to go up for a dunk, that the center has the wingspan and also somewhat of the speed to get there in time. In case if the point guard does go up for the dunk, there's a possibility that it could be blocked and sent out. So right here, Dietrich jumps, Peroxide helps out, trying to stop the dunk that's going on. He goes up and it gets sent right there from Dietrich and sent out of bounds. 2-for-1 opportunity right here for GNA. Great layup, great take right there for Versetti. It's a one action type of move. Just basically knows, hey, as soon as I get the pass, catch and stop and try to use something, right? Just try to do something right here. 3-4-7 kicks it out. Dietrich overplays this. So now this back screen that they set in, because you can see it right here on top of the thing. Spam is caught up in the screen, so the first person that reacts to it, and I love this type of play from Dietrich, because he literally gets out here and tries to get the steal, and he puts effort into it. Spam rushes over as soon as he gets caught by the screen. Now it's a double team pretty much at this point. Dietrich is either going to try to get to the paint, but the way this offense is set up at this point, you got Merc. Merc is literally inside the paint, blocking the way of the pick and roll. As soon as he rolled out from that inbound, he basically warps forward. Let me see, he warps forward right here. Now this could have been a quick hitter for a 3, possibly a good play, but this is also, gotta be careful how Peroxide is angled. And not only that, too, Zay, if a high steal and interceptor, could just rush up and possibly get the play. So you got to make a decision here if you're Rossetti. What Rossetti does, though, and thanks to the quick decision making as soon as he caught the pump fake, as soon as he caught the ball and pump fake, he drove in, got past Spam, and look at what Trust does. Basically, not even a screen, but more of like a seal off. He seals off the center, and now only person that Rossetti really has to worry about as he's driving in is Peroxide, who's right here waiting for the play, but he knows he has to get back to Merc, and that's exactly what he does. Rossetti gets the little seal off, he goes up for the layup, and he scores. Simple pick and roll action. Spam trying to get a bucket for himself. That almost was stolen. Great defense from Merc. Beautiful defense from Merc. Beautiful defense from Merc. That man just came out of nowhere and made that play. Alright, hold on. We'll get back to that. Alright, so simple pick and roll. Looks like a slip pick and roll. So looks like a slip. It is a slip. 50 stays on him. I like the defense from 50. 50 actually stays. Gets crossed up. Jumps for a second. Great help defense from Merc. As Spam is trying to drive, you can see Spam try to drive in. Merc is here, ready to stop it, ready to basically rotate for his teammate, which he does. Trust tries to run back and get there in time, and also the lock, which is 50. He gets right on Dietrich and plays defense on him. Now the rotations come back in. The center now guarding against Spam. And also 50 is trying to get back on Spam. So as that is going, Trust or Merc has to be in the rotation, or at least switch on and try to get everything in time. What Spam decides to do is drive in and basically try to get something going, with pretty much 203 driving straight in as well for a potential alley-oop lob or a potential pass. You have Merc, who's already in the vicinity waiting. Now with all this, Merc jumps, gets the steal. You can see Rossetti out on the fast break, and he finished that down. Great defense, great switch. Great job playing the wrap. Oh my God, Johnny Red. Yeah, Johnny Red. I don't know. This man's elite. I don't know, man. That's crazy. Gets up the floor. 50, great defense again. Bumping Spam. This is definitely a community. This is great defense off the switch. As he gets screened, but the wrap happens. I don't know what happened with Rossetti. I don't know. I don't know in display. I don't know what happened to where he pretty much makes the shot. I really don't know. That was just great defense in general from GNA. Look at the lock. He's pretty much switched. The center stays attached to Spam. The lock, 50, stays attached to Dietrich. And that's exactly what happened. They did a fantastic job. Now the pass goes out to Johnny Red, and this is just one-on-one work. He literally, I think Rossetti goes for the steal. No, he doesn't even go for the steal. He literally just gets caught slipped. Like he's just sliding. After this little crossover that creates a lot of space for Johnny, he shoots the three, is 21% covered, and he hits the three. Like I don't know what it is. That was actually a good just one-on-one play for Johnny. He just makes that three. I don't know. 35 to 49. Johnny just getting the bucket. Johnny comes off the screen. I don't know, man. This man literally is just getting, I don't know, going around, cuts back this way. He knows he has to switch, so he's obviously gonna try to attack the center or try to go for the mid-range, try to go for the crab at this point. The lock is trying to stay attached. He goes over the screen, trying to stay attached to Johnny, which he does, basically try to play an angle. Now it's all up to Trust to play and get in front of Johnny. Johnny, even though Trust does get a contest, Johnny gets the animation. 52% coverage just puts it through. I don't know. Yeah, 24. He's just playing well in this game. 307 for 3. 307 is cold. It's just cold in this game. I don't know. Couldn't get anything going. Screen is set. Trying to see what's going on. Slip off the screen. Didn't really use the screen. Zay pretty much got there in time. Here comes a shot from 347. Shoots the 3 and he bricks it. Can't really do much about that. That's a bad shot on Zay. Great defense on 347. He literally pops out right there. He understood, hey, I'd rather give up the 2 than 3 or be in the vicinity. If I'm Peroxide though, I'm waiting. But then again, he did make the smart pass off of this kind of switch. So came down, basically leading the break. It's pretty much at this point, it's a 4-on-3 break. I'm not gonna include the people that's coming in, which is Merc and 50. I'm only including these players right here. Has this play is breaking down 1, 2, 3. You can see clearly that 347 is in the vicinity to guard against Peroxide, but understands, hey, I have to get right here to the outside part and get to the corner and, you know, play defense against Zay, because he's gonna get a wide open 3. He basically stays for a second, makes Peroxide make a decision, kicks out to Zay. Now Zay, at this point, have 2 options. Drive straight in and see what you can create, because now you have options as soon as you drive in, as soon as you force help, because you're gonna have to force help at this point. It's either D-Trick is gonna be standing right here for a dunk. You got Peroxide cutting down the middle. You have Spam possibly going out to the corner as soon as you drive in, or going out right here as soon as you drive in. It has multiple options. So Zay decides to take the shot. Bricks it, Peroxide with the rebound. Spam is left open. Spam just not getting anything going for himself in this game. That's crazy. Peroxide has been hitting the boards still on the offensive end. All these second chance points, and that could have been another crucial point. Breakdown right there. Defense literally rewarded, but just can't get the rebound. It just deflates confidence. All right, let's break down this play right here. All right, so if I'm seeing this correctly, screen set, Versetti is now a part of the offense. Give the ball out, gives out to Versetti, try to attack Spam. Spam one-on-one, gets beat, but Johnny's in the vicinity. You kind of know what's gonna happen, right? And Johnny's playing hella deep. I'm talking about like deep, like far out from 50. He's right here, basically waiting for a blitz, waiting for a pass that he could possibly put his hands on after the screen. Peroxide is right here guarding against the little slip, or guarding against the pick and roll. Spam gets beat right here off a little move. Versetti tried to quick stop and try to get the crab going for himself. The center is right in front. Peroxide is kind of coveraging or probably shading around the area to basically guard not 1 but 2 players at the same damn time. Versetti goes up or thinking about going for the shot. He has to pass out, give it out to 50. 50 pulls, but Johnny is there for the coverage. It's 41% covered. Great defense from Johnny. Peroxide, give it out to Zay. They're gonna reset. That's what it should have. This play is what should have happened the last possession that they have when Zay took that corner three. That's what it should have happened. And now Johnny pretty much trying to go to work. You're gonna reset back to him. Yep. 3. I feel as though Johnny just takes what is given, and then sometimes he just, you know, go out and make a play. But pass go out to 203, fake pass. Now obviously I can't see from this angle, from outside, but it's clear to me after this handoff pass goes out to Johnny. My fault for that. After this handoff pass go out to Johnny, if it allows me, there we go. He gets the ball. He literally just goes around 203 off the handoff, which is the whole point. 203 literally sets like a little brush screen off the 50. And since it's so tight and on the wing area, it's really hard coverage, because if you mess up as a defender, that lane is completely open. Whether Johnny attacks, if say Johnny attacks and attacks the center, it leaves a lot of opportunity, especially for other stuff to happen on the right side. The main focus, as I said, he can get around, probably drive right here. If Merc does stay on Peroxide, again, you have other opportunities right here as well. Spam can come down and get the ball. He can cut straight down, because the weak side defender, which is at this point gonna be strong side defender, which is going to be pretty much 3-4-7. At this point, he is not going to defend much inside the paint. So right here, Trust doesn't really get down, doesn't even really get in front whatsoever. It gives a wide open 3 to Johnny, who hits it 19% covered. And to be honest with you, this is just the Johnny game. I don't know what it is. This is literally the Johnny game. Everything that he's taking, everything that he's shooting is just going in. That was a scary pass. Trust trying to make a play. That is stolen. Trust just gotta be careful. Right now the game is out of reach, right? Pass goes right here. 3-4-7 tries to throw it up because he's getting crowded. At this point, you just wait. Don't try to make a move. Don't try to do anything. You just wait. Try to get your point guard, shooting guard, still trying to get you going for the game. At this point, the pass goes out here. And Trust try to make a move. Goes with the little spin hop step move. Can't get it to go. And at this point, you're deep inside the paint. You don't have much options to really go out on Spam. Or Versetti's right here. Maybe you can cut back and try to get the ball. Try to wrap or try to be in the center and try to get the ball from the right side. Again, he's trapped. He has pretty much nowhere to go. Zay is already right here trying to basically lurk for the ball, try to get a steal. Merc is pretty much deep inside the paint because wasn't expecting to spin, I'm pretty sure. He was just probably expecting, hey, I'm just going to cut straight in after this whole play pretty much goes down. Peroxide is pretty much behind him, so a pass like that is not going to really work. And not only that, too, Trick is right here. So even if the pass does go, you can play both at this point, rendering Merc useless. And this corner is just completely not open, and that's exactly what he threw it to. And pretty much Johnny gets the steal. And now Johnny also, as I mentioned, takeover badge. And at this point, you do not want to see that at all. So I hate when they do that transition, man. I really do. That's great defense right there from Versetti. There's just one-on-one 5-out. So you can see everybody 5'd out again. So once Johnny gets his takeover, when Spam, anybody gets their takeover, it's 5-out, right? They want to utilize Johnny, give him as much space as possible to work. So Johnny trying to make a play. Versetti kinda anticipates and telegraphs Johnny's pass again, gets the steal, is out to the races, and then he gets fouled by Spam before anything else happens. On the side of things for GNA, they're out of it. You can tell the mood, the frustration, especially right there. They don't believe, and if they do believe that they still back in this game, it's getting harder and harder by each passing moment. They slump behind their chairs and everything too. Merck is open. Yep. That's a good pass. Coming off the inbound. Right here, I'm pretty sure they don't really care at this point with the game pretty much out of reach. Peroxide jumps up. Prevent anything from going on. You had options right here with either either Trust driving inside or the corner 3 that's going to Merck. I'm pretty sure 347 is aware of that. He sees Trick basically going after the center and Peroxide jumping out. D-Trick, I'm guessing, is awaiting, trying to go for the blitz, which he does. He tried to go for the steal to prevent the pass, or just try to go for the steal to try to get the steal in itself. 347 kicks it out and sees a wide open Merck. And just Peroxide is basically jumping out very quickly. Wide open 3 for Zay. Yeah, they spirit is gone. GNA spirit is gone. They're not even playing defense as it comes down. I don't know what 347's doing right here. He's literally staying in one spot, not really trying to play up, not really trying to do anything. He's just in one spot. And Zay is being left open as soon as the play starts. Versetti is on his guy. 50 is pretty much on where he's supposed to be for the 5-out. At this point, no switch happens, nothing happens. 347 just staying right here. Now, I don't know if the game plan was I stay right here and guard the left side of the left person that's supposed to be in the corner since it's about to be a 5-out, or the center is supposed to take Zay at this point, but just bad communication, bad defense, and 347 completely gets killed off of that play. Zay shoots the 3. Just sloppy communication right there, man. Great pass. This is where the defense started letting up for Liquid ProAm. You can tell right away this is where everything just started to hold up. This is great defense right here from D-Trick, staying in front of Versetti, no 3s being allowed. Johnny, I believe, is going to try to stop the person that's cutting through, which it is. The pass is going to go out from Versetti to 50 for a wide open 3. Pretty self-explanatory right here. Brush screen. Still trying to get the lock off of him. Great defense from 50. Gotta force up a shot now. Rebound. Another offensive rebound. That's a wide open 3. These offensive rebounds is killing GNA. And this is the same game plan that Fire Sticks pretty much had. It's just less execution. More is less. And right now in this game too, Liquid just cannot shoot any 3s after those offensive rebounds and pretty much can't put them in. But yeah, man, if you really look at it, let me see. If you really look at it, to be honest with you, screen, great defense right there from Zay. I want to point out 50's defense more importantly, because 50 right here does a fantastic job on Johnny throughout this whole possession. Even though the game is pretty much over and done with at this point with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go, he does a fantastic job staying with Johnny through this 5 out and plays phenomenal defense. I just want to highlight real quick. The screen, gets back in front of the screen, 347 gets back with his guy, staying in front of him, putting his hands up, making sure no threes, no mid-range, no nothing. Zay has to make a play, misses the shot. Now this is where things get completely sided out. I don't know what Merc is doing here. Well, I can see Trust boxes out the first person that's close to him, which is Peroxide. And then at this point, pretty much Dietrich gets a free pass for a steal. I mean, not steal, for an offensive rebound, which he does, picks it up, gives out to Johnny. Johnny's left wide open. This is a shot that he's just supposed to hit at this point. And I just don't know how he couldn't hit that. Merc gets the rebound trick. 50 goes up, gets the dunk, gets the finish. Down by 14. It's pretty much underneath 2 minutes. In most scenarios, this is a quit out immediately and try to get into the start to the next game. Maybe you don't want to give up hope. Maybe you don't want to, you know, not really waste time at this point. It's great defense again by 50. Throughout this takeover, even though it seemed like it's out of reach, Spam tries to switch on. They're doing a bad job trying to set these screens and trying to switch. It only happened one time. It worked one time. Johnny still with 50. 50 does a great job jumping and pretty much discouraging that pass. That's a 3. Is that 3 or mid-range? That was a mid-range by Versetti. Foul. Probably could have got the crab right there. 7 seconds, shoots a 3. Finally greens one. And I know everybody was hyped for Spam, especially after he hits this one. Pretty much after the screen is set by Trick, and he pretty much wasted some clock right here just trying to get a shot. Screen doesn't really work out the way that he wanted it. It's pretty much outside. Couldn't really get anybody on the screen. Here he comes. Basically 2 people on him. Kind of splits, gets out of it. No help whatsoever, even though Versetti gets caught up. Because you can see Versetti pretty much is trying to fight around the center. And I believe, no, you're not even fighting around the center. You completely just get lost after this little move that Spam does. Literally just resets. The lock, which is 50, is right nearby, trying to basically stop that play from happening. Versetti is completely lost at this point. Trust is not really playing the center or trying to play drop. He's more in the drop coverage type of zone. Nobody jumps out there. That's a 3, 27% covered, and he greens it. And you can see Spam talking to himself on the far left. He's just happy to get that shot off. Merc for 3. Misses that. I don't know how Dietrich gets that rebound. And right now they're just wasting time. 15, 60. Three, no good. Let me see this play. I just wanna, even though this game is pretty much over, they're just trying to kill clock as much as possible. Dietrich wide open for the 3. Slightly late, wide open. Misses it. Foul. Looks over. Versetti gets the crab. Great play right here for Versetti. This is like pretty much a confidence booster to get into game 2. It's just a great move. Screen. Not gonna really try to show the graphics at this point. Crabs. Gets Zay right behind him. Knows what he had to do. Get the crab right behind him. Shoots the 3. Greens it. Good play. Good move. Right, Versetti. And they just celebrating at this point. It's pretty much a quit out, and that's game. And Liquid ProAm gets the W. All right. That is the game 1 breakdown. And that took some time, but it was a really good game for Liquid ProAm. Again, Johnny Red was as I said, Johnny Red, and I think, to be honest with you, Johnny Red and Peroxide really made that game. Zay also played phenomenal, but to be honest with you, it was Johnny Red and Peroxide. Peroxide defensively played really good, also getting some offensive rebounds as well. Dietrich as well getting some offensive rebounds. But Johnny Red is the main reason why they got this W. Defense-wise, offense as well, supplying offense, and just basically hitting his shots. Spam was off this game. Really good defense from 50 for some part for the GNA side of things. Really, the only people that I can really say that stepped up for GNA, it's more 50 and pretty much Mert. That was the only 2 people that I've seen that was really going overboard or trying to at least help at this point. And Trust having some problems. 347 pretty much could not really shoot in this game. And you got pretty much Versetti. Versetti also just could not create in this game. Pretty much just the lack of offense pretty much messed him up. Johnny got some shots and some wide open shots that he can hit and pretty much get in the rhythm, which he did. And that was pretty much game 1. So, guys, thank you for tuning in for the ADBA breakdown. This is the game 1 of the grand finals. I'll be doing game 2 just probably a few days from now, and we'll get everything started from there. So, thank you guys, and peace out.